Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode number 13 of the FIFA 18 Road to Glory. And today's episode is going to be very eventful. We're going to do the marquee matchups that we failed to do last week. On top of that, we're going to be going into a foot draft, and we're also going to be taking on the Lacazette the Lacazette Squad Battle challenge, and I guess it's going to be very, very decent. To start off the episode, guys, we're going to do a weekly objective, and I just want to say before we get into anything, thank you guys so much for all the support on the videos recently. It has been amazing, and on top of that, guys, my voice is a bit coarse right now, so hopefully you guys can excuse me for that, but hopefully we'll have a good episode, and it's going to be all good. The first one, the most expensive one that we're going to complete, is the Melbourne Victory one. I believe I picked up Fornaroli for about 6k, and that centre defensive mid for about 7k. So 13,000 coins to do that one overall. Decent. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. And to go with that, honestly, like we sold on so many of the Melbourne City and the Melbourne Victory players just from the bronze pack method, and we sold them for about 8.5k each. So I feel like we would have made profit eventually overall with that SBC, and that's very, very nice. And that just completes the monkey matchups today. You would have seen the other two teams that we submitted in our rare gold pack. Our first two packs didn't have anything. Let's be honest here. They're not going to have anything. But however, in our rare gold pack, we get a French boards down player, center back. It's not Varane. It's not Koscielny. It's going to be Kyren. Kyren's all right. Doesn't sell for anything, so that's not a good thing. But he'll be alright. He'll be sent straight up into the club, and I think he'll be usable in an SBC later down the line. Coming into the final pack, the rare Electrum player pack. Ooh, boys, another flare, another boards down. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna get the German centre forward, Bayern Munich, Thomas Muller, and he's going to be going for about 37,000 coins, so we're going to offload him. We definitely made profit back from this SBC. It has been very, very profitable. I have noticed I haven't been packing many of the like really, really big players, the players that go for unbelievable amounts of coins. I pack sort of like the intermediate players, and right in the same pack we also got an inform, so that's pretty amazing. I noticed that I don't really pack the Lukaku's, Lacazette's, Griezmann's, even like the big ones to watches. Like even Aurier, which I packed, isn't too big of a ones to watch. Like he's decent, he goes for 60,000 coins, but he isn't like an amazing pack pull. So I'm really, really hoping someday we can get that ridiculous pack pull. However, we're gonna offload Lallana and Muller, and that brings us up to 176,000 coins. And right now we're gonna take on the Lacazette Squad Battle. Unfortunately, he doesn't have a player card, which I was pretty surprised about. His team is very nice. 3 at the back formation, of course, we can use and abuse. And Ronaldinho, Thierry Henry, Messi at the right forward position. Again, I don't know what it is about some of these players, but they just don't know chemistry. Like, I don't know if it's EA building these squads or it's actually the player building these squads, but I mean, where's the chemistry, man? We need the chemistry. Of course, he's got Arsene Wenger as the coach, and I must say this game was very, very high scoring. Dele Alli getting on the score sheet right there. He's going to be very critical to our performance this week in League, I feel. He was just so good attacking positioning wise. He's really clinical. Look at that finish right there. Just so much power to put that past the keeper. He's got a tight little haircut as well, so we'll happily take that. Roberto Firmino sending the ball over to Idrissa Gana Gueye, and Gana Gueye is able to thread that past the keeper's legs. And that's what we've missed from Gana Gueye. Just like that little tanky Kante sort of player that can just run past players and absolutely just dominate in the midfield. Roberto Firmino sending a ball into Son, into Salah, and the ones to watch Salah's going to get on the score sheet there. Nice little backflip from him there, and 3-0's the score. And I told you this game was going to be high scoring because the AI is going to come straight back down the field. Thierry Henry sends the ball into Griezmann. Griezmann sends the ball across to Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho's not missing from there. That's a pretty hard one to defend because it's like in that mode where the legendary AI is just in that ping pong mode. And then right here, once again, Ronaldo sends the ball into Ronaldinho, into Modric, and I feel like you can't really do anything at that point. The goal has pretty much already been determined, and it's 3-2. And at this point, I'm getting a bit scared. However, from this point forward, it was pretty much all us. Dele Alli banging one in. Sorry for the spike there on the microphone. I apologize. I got a bit too energetic with that one. But Dele Alli banging a great goal in. absolutely phenomenal finish straight past the keeper, and he's going to make it 4-2. And then we're going to wrap up the game right here. Roberto Firmino, he's just going to hesitate for a bit and then double tap it past the keeper to make it 5-2. And that pretty much wraps up the game. Now, I'm pretty sure that I could potentially do ultimate difficulty, but it's the consistency I'm wondering about. I'm not sure if I can consistently get 3-0, 4-0, 5-0 on ultimate difficulty, and I think that's why I'm really lacking to push into the top 100, because I'm not consistent on elite, on legendary yet. And the problem for me is that I'm about 400 points off the top 100 consistently. And it's just not going to be able to be good, because you can see right here 5-0, 6-1, 6-2, great scores, and then a 2-0, and I just couldn't break down the defense for that last one. So unfortunately for me, that is going to be a very big problem. I don't think we're ever going to get into top 100, to be honest, in squad battles, but we'll have to see. We'll have to push on. And right here we're going to go into a foot draft and spend our 15,000 coins. It is important to remember that we started on 176,000 coins. Anyway, guys, we're going to go straight into the foot draft. We're choosing the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow formation, and we're going to choose Martial as our captain. I do want to try out his card. He is quite expensive right now, but we could see whether or not he's worth it, and we should pick him up in our squads. On top of that, we're also going to pick up Lacazette, and we're also going to pick up Kylian Mbappe, and that's the dream duo you want up front. Just the pace, the clinicalness with the shot, and yeah, I can't really say much more. You guys are going to see how well they perform in-game. And on top of that, we're going to get Matuidi. And that's just that right there is just the draft completed. As you guys can see, we're going to move Bakayoko back down to the center defensive mid. Schneiderlin out to that center mid position. And Martial to the cam position. And we also get to try out Walker, Rudiger, and Azpilicueta. And we get to see whether or not Rudiger's stamina is really, really important or not. And I guess we'll see how it goes. On top of that, we also get Leno as a goalkeeper as well, so that's very, very solid. Coming into the first match up, and very, very decent team, a very meta BPL team, I would say, with Gabriel Jesus as well as Morata at the front, to Eriksen in behind, and also that informed Kevin De Bruyne. However, of course, he also had Romero at goal. So you obviously know that we have the opportunity to take some shots here. Martial gets brought down inside the box within the 20th minute, and that's just a dirty challenge. That's not something you want to be seeing. Just he lunges out there, and Martial gets brought down in that box. My opponent pauses, and I believe that means if I can score this, it's going to be a rage quit. So that's definitely what we want. And Lacazette's able to bang that one. The net doesn't move, however, the goal counts. And I don't know what this weird pan over view was for that replay, but it was a pretty nice pan over. I must take it. So I'll happily take that. And right there, my opponent does pause the game, and you guys will see that he does manage to rage quit. So that means that that's our first win within the foot draft, and a very, very tidy win. We were dominating him pretty much on possession, so I'll happily take the W. Coming into the second match, we come against the same formation again, and I feel like in the 4-1-2-1-2 I have the advantage here, because I have that DM where they don't have the defensive mid. So I have a lot more defensive backline than this formation does, and I feel like I have the upper hand, especially if I'm on the better opponents right here. Asamoah doing some ball rolls, send the ball into Matuidi into Mbappe, Bakayoko, and he's just going to hold up the ball. A little bit of nice passing play right there. Lacazette with a scoop turn, and he's going to double tap that pass to keeper to make it 1-0. Very, very tight little finish there. Very good build-up play, as you guys would see, and that's why I put that in there, so you guys could see all the build-up play, and you could see how it all interlocks and stuff, so that's very, very nice. On top of that, we get a free kick right here, and our boy Kyle Walker is going to step up to the plate. I'm thinking to myself, Kyle Walker, he's got pretty decent power on his shot. Maybe he can bang one in, and we're going to offlay it to Kyle Walker. Matuidi sending a ball over to Kyle Walker, and he's going to be able to bang one into that back of the net. Great little finish there from Kyle Walker. You can't really ask more from your right back, and we're understanding why he's 83 rated and such at an expensive price point. Schneiderlin coming down the right hand side there, and he's able to double tap that pass to keep it to make it 3-0. And at this point, guys, there's pretty much no more saying anything. We've pretty much wrapped up the game at 3-0, 43 minutes in. I think I'm good enough defensively to hang on to this sort of lead. Salah is going to get a consolation goal, however, it isn't going to matter at all, because later down the match he's going to bring down my Messi inside the box, and that's going to make it a penalty, and it's also going to make it a chance for Lacazette to step up and score another banging penalty once again. So he's going to send the keeper the wrong way once again, and it's going to make it 4-1, and that's how the game is going to finish. 4-1 the final score, and it's going to be a very tight little finish for our boys. And as you guys can see from that match, it was actually a very evenly balanced match. However, guys, I think I was just more clinical in choosing my shots and shots that I was going to put in the back of the net. So that's very, very nice. Right here, guys, I feel like this opponent would have done so well against me if he just played it down the wings. But he just kept on playing it straight through the middle. And I have numbers in the middle. I don't have numbers down those wings, but I have numbers in the middle. And that was definitely a problem for my opponent. A very nice La Liga setup with Neymar at the left wing position. However, we're just going to sprint down the field, and Mbappe and Lacazette are too clinical. They're just so good, man. I don't think you could really do anything about that, because Lacazette's just breaking through. He's already got a Shadow Chem style on him as well. So, that obviously brings him up to 99 pace. And then you're just going to tap that home with Mbappe. There's not much you can do about that. Mbappe, great attacking positioning right there. And Lacazette and Mbappe teaming up once again. Mbappe sends a through ball to Lacazette, and Lacazette's able to tap that one home to the right side of the keeper. 2-0. And we're doing pretty nicely as well in this one. And it's going to be a very, very large scoreline once again. Lacazette doing a nice little drag back there, sending a ball over to Kylian Mbappe, and the 1-2 play once again. Mbappe and Lacazette, they're teaming up, they're doing work, and it's 3-0. And at this point, once again, guys, as I said, as soon as I get to 3-0, I'm pretty sure I can hold on to this match, because first of all, my opponent isn't creating that many attacking opportunities. However, look at this right here. What is that from Kyle Walker? I was passing it to Rudiger, and he just gives the ball straight away to the opponents, and he's going to make it 3-1. However, it's just a consolation goal. It's not really going to do anything too important. Lacazette sending a ball over to Mbappe, back to Lacazette, and Messi gets the through ball. Little stop, little cut inside, and the double tap finesse past the keeper. That is what you want from a 94 rated Lionel Messi, and you can understand why he goes for so many coins. He's just so clinical on the ball, and he's a great playmaker. Once again, them two just teaming up very nicely. Messi sends the ball over to Kylian Mbappe, and Mbappe's going to tie that one over and make it 5-1. And as you guys know from that point, you can see the pause up at the top hand screen, and that means we're getting a rage quit once again. 5-1 the final score on that one, and you guys will see from the stats that we absolutely dominated this opponent. He only had one shot on target and got one goal, so that's the sort of game we had right there. Very good passing accuracy, very good possession, and we just absolutely dominated. Coming up, it's the final match of the FUT draft, and we get Ronaldo and Messi as an opponent, and this opponent would have been pretty good as well if he played it down those wings. However, he just didn't, and he was playing it straight down the middle, straight to Mbappe, and it was really easy to predict and defend. And right here, guys, just look at the ping pong passing play. This is what you want to do in the 4-1-2-1-2. The triangles are there, and Mbappe and Lacazette once again teaming up very nicely. Nice little double backflip from Lacazette there, and we're able to make it 1-0. Very, very nice little work from those two right there. Lacazette setting a ball into Martial, and Martial's able to make that 2-0. And at this point, guys, we're going to go and win the match. As you can see, that little pause up in the top of the screen means that it's going to be a rage quit. Our third rage quit out of 4 matches in the FUT draft, and that means we're going to go ahead and claim the top prize, guys. Can we get anything decent from our FUT draft rewards? I don't think we've got anything too decent so far from FUT draft, so it'll be very, very nice if we could. We're going to open up our packs, and right here, guys, we're going to get a 5k pack and a 50k pack. And of course, guys, you guys will know that we won't get anything in the 5k pack. We won't even get a rare player. So I will show the pack open, but there's nothing really. I think we got like 1,000 coins as a redeemable, and that was about it. So that's all right, not too shabby, but I'll happily take all of that good stuff. On top of that, we're gonna go straight into our 50k pack, and hopefully, guys, we could get a boards down. And we do. We get the boards down, and we get a Brazilian right wing in the name of Willian. and that is a very decent pull because he's going for about 30,000 coins right now. I thought he would actually be going for more. At the start of FIFA 17, he was going for about 70 or 80,000 coins. So it's very interesting how Salah and all that sort of stuff and Mane have really just shot up the price of them, and Willian has been brought down a bit, but he's got very decent stats to be fair. But we've already got Salah on that right wing position, so we're going to send Willian straight up to the transfer list right there, and we're going to offload him, and that means we make profit on the foot draft. We're going to go back up to about 193,000 coins, and yeah, it's going to be a very, very successful episode, and that's going to wrap up the episode, guys. Yeah, very successful episode. We managed to make profit off the SBCs and the foot draft, so that's always what you want. Next episode, guys, we'll be doing any SBCs in between now and foot champs, as well as top of that, we're also going to be claiming our foot champs rewards and then going into the first few games of foot champs. Hopefully you guys are excited for that. If you are, don't forget to drop a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and drop a subscribe as always. But until next time, guys, I'll see you guys in the next FIFA 18 Road to Glory episode. See you guys next time, and peace.
Whenever your heart is broken, don't ever forget you're golden. I will find the light in your soul.